I will finally just pick up something that I really think needs to be emphasized about the intersection of culture and economics, and that is we've got feedback loops. Let's take the case of the dropout of males from the labor force. That is one of the themes that I talk about in Coming Apart and that Larry Kaufman alluded to. White males ages 30 to 49. In other words, people who don't have any excuses of discrimination or racism or being too young or too old, they dropped out of the labor force steadily from the 1970s onward, in good times and bad. You have very high employment. These guys are not going back into the labor force. Well, you had a bunch of things causing that. Some of them were, I think, very cultural. I think that the role of women in the labor force, their entry into the labor force, profoundly demoralized certain males who were at low-income jobs, but before the revolution in female participation in the labor force, if they were supporting a wife and children, they could say to themselves very legitimately, if it weren't for me, my family would be in real trouble, holding on to this low-level menial job. And as women became more economically independent, that really cut into that very important sense of pride and of a place in the community, a place of status in the community. So there you have culture changes operating on economic behavior, but you also had the rise of the welfare state during the 1960s, which didn't go directly to males in a lot of cases, but it did make it a lot easier for males to live off girlfriends. And it did in a lot of other ways ease oh, you also had a big rise in the black economy during that period. It made them a lot easier not to participate as they had in the past.